Hey friends, it's Tracy from Partridge-Johnson.com, and I just wanted to take a moment to tell you a little bit about this new eating lifestyle that I've been pursuing for the last 2 weeks. It's called One Meal a Day, or OMAD, and it's a type of intermittent fasting that has been pretty successful for me. I've lost 6 pounds in the last 2 weeks, actually just over 2 weeks. And so that's really exciting for me. At 55 years old and having really struggled with not being able to lose weight effectively for, right now I am at the lowest weight I've been since 2014. So I'm super excited about that. So I'm going to go ahead and continue doing what I'm doing. Now, for those of you who don't know very much about intermittent fasting, it's got all kinds of health benefits, one of which is that when your body's in a fasted state, it goes into what is called, or it releases what's called HGH, or human growth hormone, and that's what the body needs to do repairs and to really enable you to be in the best health and physical condition that you can be in. And basically, when you are not digesting food, when your body is not busy digesting and you're in a fasted state, it's better able to repair those parts of your body that need repair. So anyway, I haven't really found this very difficult to do. I thought, for years I really resisted intermittent fasting. The whole idea of fasting really freaked me out because I like food and I like to eat. So I've tried all kinds of diet plans. And some have worked and some haven't. But fasting was just off the table for me. It just wasn't one of those things that I was willing to try. Maybe because growing up, I was LDS or Mormon. And one of the things that they do as part of their lifestyle, as their culture, is on the first Sunday of every month, you fast for 24 hours, or basically 2 full meals. So as a child, you don't start until you're 8 years of age, but after you're of the age of accountability, is what they call it, when you're 8 years old, after you've been baptized, then you're expected to start participating in this ritual along with the other adults. And so at 8 years of age, I started fasting every Sunday and I hated it. I remember I used to, after church or between church meetings, because back in the day, we used to have Sunday school in the morning, and then you'd go home and you'd come back a few hours later to church and have what's called sacrament meeting, or the main congregational meeting with the whole family in the afternoon. And so between sessions, between meetings, I would go home on Fast Sunday and I would grab my mom's recipe books. I know, I was a glutton for punishment. Every pun intended. That's kind of a funny word to use in this circumstance. But anyhow, I would take my mom's recipe books out and lay in the front yard in my church clothes. And, I'd take a pillow out there and I'd lay a blanket. Obviously, this is in the better, in the summer months or in the months when it's warm outside. But this is a very distinct memory for me, is that I would go outside and I would take a pillow and I would grab one of my mom's recipe books and I would flip through it and I would look at pictures of food because I couldn't eat. You can drink water, but you just can't eat food. So when I was really hungry, I would just look at pictures of food because I was so hungry, and that helped me get through it. So anyhow, I don't know if that's a contributing factor to why I've been so resistant to wanting to try intermittent fasting, but I was just like, fasting is the one thing that's off the table for me. Even though a few years ago, when I first started my raw vegan lifestyle, I did try the Master Cleanse. If you're familiar with that, it's basically where all you consume for at least 3 days. I did it for 3 days. A lot of people try to go 10 days, and no way. So anyway, what you consume, all you consume is a beverage made of water, primarily of water, and let me think about this. Lemon juice, fresh lemon juice, and pure maple syrup, not pancake syrup, pure maple syrup from trees. And what is the other thing? There's one more thing. Lemon juice, maple syrup, oh, and cayenne pepper. Cayenne pepper. So, and you mix that together and you drink it all day long, and that's all you consume. And supposedly there are enough minerals in the maple syrup and in the lemon juice, the pure lemon juice, and the cayenne pepper does its thing. And supposedly that provides your body with enough nutrients to, survive and thrive while you're on this master cleanse. And a lot of people have done the master cleanse, and, you can just Google it. A lot of people have done it. So I did that for 3 days, and that was it. I could not go longer than 3 days. I was so ravenously hungry and feeling lightheaded and sick, and people will probably say that was just detoxing, and they may be right, but I freaking couldn't go any longer. So I stopped after 3 days, and that was consuming that all day. So, that was my biggest foray into fasting in recent years until recently. And I saw this video. I've seen lots of videos on intermittent fasting, and I still didn't buy into it until I watched videos. And sorry that I'm sniffling. I've got the fan going because it's hot outside and it raises a little bit of dust particles in the air, and I am really allergic to dust. So if I'm sniffling while I'm talking, I apologize, but it's because my allergies. So anyhow, I saw this guy, can't think of his name right now, but he does OMAD Revolution. And I started watching his videos, and he lost like 150 pounds in a year or so. He was like 350 or almost 400 pounds when he started doing this. And he's a really smart guy, and what he said made a lot of sense to me. So I thought, well, I can give this a try, because I got thinking about it and I realized back in junior high and high school, I pretty much intermittent fasted every day. I mean, that was basically my lifestyle. I rarely ate breakfast before I went to school. I never ate lunch at school. My husband feels like I was so deprived. He feels so bad for me, but anyway, I didn't. So I never really ate anything all day long until I got home from school, and then I would snarf and eat a big dinner and stuff. But I didn't, I was a teenager and weight wasn't a big problem for me back then. So, but anyway, basically I realized that I used to do that all the time. That was my nature. So I decided, yeah, okay, I'm going to give this a try. I can go just drinking coffee and tea and water and any no-calorie beverage. So I do usually allow myself a diet soda, usually not caffeinated during the day, because I don't like to consume very much caffeine. It doesn't make me feel good. It makes me feel jittery. So anyway, I decided to give it a try, and at the end of 3 or 4 days, before it had even been a week, I'd already lost 4 pounds. So I decided, and it wasn't really very hard, I can go all day long so what I do is I go all day long until about 5 5 o'clock. That's my cutoff. That's when I found that by 3 o'clock, I'm starting to get really pretty hungry. And I'm kind of watching the clock after 3 o'clock. But then I get sidetracked and I do something else. And I frequently find now, after having done it for over 2 weeks, that frequently by, I'll realize I'm hungry by 3 or 4 o'clock, but then I'll get distracted and I'll forget about the hunger, and the hunger passes. And by, sometimes I don't even start making dinner until 6. But usually I start preparing dinner at about 5 for myself. And then I generally eat between, sometime between 5 and 7 p.m. And so here's the thing. What you do is and I kind of fudge this a little bit depending on what I'm having to eat. What he says at the OMAD Revolution guy is that you're supposed to eat 1 full plate of food, and you can eat anything you want, which is really cool because now you're not having to eliminate any food groups unless you choose to incorporate, keto or low carb or vegan, low fat, high carb, or whatever you want to do. You can do that in addition to the fasting, but you don't have to. It works for weight loss without worrying about any of that stuff. So anyway, you can pile 1 plate full of food up no more than 3 inches high. So he does have that caveat that, you can't take a plate and stack it up this high, right? You have 1 plate of food, reasonable height, and everything you're going to have for your meal needs to be incorporated on that plate. And then you can have one, I think he says 16 to 20 ounce calorie beverage. So he says juice. I usually have wine. He says juice, wine, beer, whatever you're going to have. You can have that, and that's in addition to your plate, obviously. And then what I've been doing is if I want to have something that's not going to go on the plate, like if I want to make a muffin on the side, or if I want a microwave muffin, or if I want to make a dessert that doesn't go on the plate, or if I wanted to have a smoothie in addition to that, whatnot, I just allocate space where it would have been on the plate, or sometimes have a little additional. Frequently, I'll have my 1 plate of food, and then a little while later, I'll have 2 squares of 85% dark chocolate and a healthy large glass of red wine, and that'll be my meal for the day. And I'm totally full and satisfied. So that's really been working for me. And it's been 12 days now. Wait. Maybe not. I need to count the days. I should have gone downstairs and checked on my calendar first. I don't think it's even 2 weeks now. I think I'm at 12 days or something. And I've lost 6 pounds. Yeah, I think that's about right. I started a week ago last Saturday. So today's Tuesday. So that'll be 7, 8, 9. I'm only at 9 or 10 days in, I think. And I've lost 6 pounds already. So I'm really excited about that. In addition to that, I'm going to, I just started my It Works business, which I'm really excited about. I haven't even tried any of the products, except for I just now tried the Wow product, which I'll do a different video about. But I haven't even tried the wraps yet, but I'm super excited to use those in conjunction with my 1 meal a day lifestyle and see, because what the wraps do is they tighten and firm your skin. And I've seen amazing results that people have experienced. So I'll be using those in addition to what I'm doing with my intermittent fasting. But anyhow, I'll continue to post, not post, but anyway, to make videos about my experience with 1 meal a day fasting. And I actually did start, it's really small. There are only a handful of us in there right now. But I started a Facebook group that if you're interested, I wasn't even going to mention this, and I hope I even get it right. I started a Facebook group a couple of months ago when I kind of dipped into OMAD, and then I changed my mind. So I haven't really been active on there, but I'm going to start doing more in there. And if you want to join us over there, that's the whole point I was trying to get around to, is that it's called Eat Dinner Only. And it's a group. It's not a page. It's a group on Facebook. So if you want to go search on that group, Eat Dinner Only, that's where I'm going to be keeping track of what's going on with my intermittent fasting, my 1 meal a day progress. So feel free to join us over there if you're interested in maybe trying this lifestyle too, and getting some support for intermittent fasting, for eating only 1 meal a day. And I'm happy to help you over there and support you in your success and tell you how I'm doing, and we can just support each other. So if you want to do that, then that would be awesome. Anyhow, that's pretty much all I had today. You can also keep track of me on my website at tracypartridgejohnson.com, and I will, as always, post a link to that down below. And anyway, I will let you know when the wraps get here, and I'll do a video about those, and you can keep up with that. And just let me know about your weight loss struggles, and especially, you know, if you're around my age in your 50s or whatever, and you know it's getting increasingly more difficult for you to lose weight because of hormone changes and stuff, I would really love to not only hear about your story, but support you and do what I can to help you, because man, it's been a real bugger for me too. So anyhow, I look forward to hearing from you. I hope that if you like this video, you'll give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And I'm gonna really try to start doing videos. No, there is no try. I've already started a trend. Yesterday I did my first video, and I'm doing another one today, and I'm going to do a video a day for 30 days at least. And we'll see if we can get some followers on this channel. So anyhow, take good care, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.